Hey, it's PJ McClure. It's not 2 a.m., but it's a little after midnight, and I had another "Hey PJ, get up out of bed. You need to explain something" moments, like I did with my comfort zone, belief zone video not too long ago, and I wanted to jump in real quick and get this thought out on my whiteboard here in my office, just off the bedroom, and it's becoming apparent I'm going to have to get this room ready for video eventually, because it just seems like there's something more and more all the time that I want to come in here and do. So hang with me for just a few minutes. I've got something that I want to share with you because I want to go through something that I think I take for granted that people understand, and I'm not real sure that everybody does, and the full importance of it. And that's exactly, what is your mindset? What does it do? Why does it do it? And then how can you take control of it? Why is it that important to really put this kind of work into something like this? So hang with me. We're going to get through this quick. Okay, I promise you that, because I'm too tired to make it take very long. So we're going to go. All right, the first thing that, let's just go ahead and do your brain. Okay, let's just go ahead and assume this is your brain. Forgive the artwork. And up here we're going to have your conscious mind. Okay, conscious mind meaning what your actual thoughts are. Okay, conscious mind is that thing that's saying, all right, reach and grab this pen. Okay, the other part is your subconscious mind. Now, your subconscious mind is the one that does the majority of the work. Okay, your subconscious mind is that part of you that helps you breathe without you having to think about it, which does all the other things without you having to think about it. Your subconscious mind is the part that receives all of the input that comes at you in a given day. Okay, and that's critically important. All of the input comes to your subconscious mind. Everything that you see or don't know that you see, but your eyes are actually taking in, everything you hear but might not be listening to, the temperatures, the sights, smells, sounds, everything that goes on in your world, okay, comes to your subconscious. Every last bit of it. Okay, sometimes I've heard varying numbers, but they're all huge when it talks about the amount of input that comes to your subconscious mind. The number I like to use is about 11 million bits of input per second, whatever that means. A lot. The only reason that matters is because your conscious mind, which is actually a very small portion of your mind, receives only about one of those 11 million bits. There are 11 out of 11 million, so 1,000,000 to 1. Okay, so every million bits that go in here, only one of them actually gets through to your conscious mind, the part where you're actually thinking about it. Now, all of that said, why does it matter? Well, why it matters is because this piece that sits in between your subconscious mind and your conscious mind, the part that determines what goes from here to there, that, my friends, is your mindset. Okay, that is what mindset does. Your mindset is the filter. It is the thing that all of this input crams up against in your subconscious mind, and it is what determines actually gets through. Now, how does it determine what gets through? What is your mindset made of? Well, until we take conscious control of it, primarily our mindset is made up of our beliefs that we've had maybe given to us from our parents, from our upbringing. It's made of our experiences. It's made of the influences around us. In other words, until we take conscious control of our mindset, it's made up of all of the strongest things around us. Okay, it's made up of all of the things that we immerse ourselves in, and they determine what gets through. So for example, if you are somebody that grew up with parents who they didn't have to be poor, but they had poor attitudes about money, to where they talked about wealthy people in a derogatory way. They always use phrases about not being able to afford things, stuff like that. You might have negative images about money. So what that means is, whenever there are bits that come into your subconscious mind about money, both good and bad, okay, you're getting both of them Remember, we're assigning the meaning to them. So you're getting all of these different influences coming in here. The one that is going to get through your mindset is the one that matches what you believe most closely about money. Make sense? So if you grew up having beliefs, experiences, and influences that told you people that had great wealth had to have cheated somebody to get it, that they were somehow bad people, that is what's going to get through your mindset and get into your conscious mind. Okay, so the more often these things get through, the more often they reinforce the shape, size, however you want to envision it, of your mindset and what it allows to get through. This is where I get to do what I do and why it's so cool and so much fun for me. Because what we have to do if we want to change our current reality, okay, if we have something about our life, if there's something that we want in our life that we don't have right now, we have to change our mindset. Because what we have in our lives right now has been determined by our mindset and what has gotten through to our conscious mind for us to act on. Okay, if all I'm ever given are negative images about money to act on, then I'm going to have a life that reflects negative images about money. Okay, and that's where the training technology, and I don't know that I've ever actually released what I even call this, but that's where first of all, if you've been around me any time at all or follow what I do, you know that I teach what are called the 7 elements of personal choice. And those 7 elements of personal choice are the things that I found through all my research, interviews, everything else that make up your mindset. They are the individual parts. They're foundational. They're irreducible. You can't go to another layer below these. These are the foundation of mindset and eventually of your life, depending on how deep you want to look at it. Those are awareness, vision, purpose, belief, action, gratitude, and forgiveness. Now, I've got other blog posts and videos and things like that on them. But here's the importance about changing your mindset, why you have to do it and how we do it. From that, I developed what I like to call element progression training. Okay, element progression training is teaching you how to use each of the individual elements of personal choice on their own, and then how they kind of come together to be able to form a lot of other things and influence your daily life. So if you think about this in the fitness world, element progression training would be like taking you to the gym and showing you how to operate the treadmill, how to operate the stair climber, how to do a bench press, how to do curls, how to do squats. It would be teaching you how to do the individual exercises and then kind of showing you how they all go together to give you an overall better body and better health. Okay, so that's cool, and that can take you a long, long ways towards changing your mindset. That's actually the technique that I use in my 7 Elements boot camp that I do with people. What I'm doing now, though, and what I'm finally releasing and putting a program around, which is what I'm doing with my program Switch 90, is I'm showing and teaching and using the technique of element immersion. And what element immersion is, it's that next level technique. It's that area that takes you way beyond just understanding what the individual motions do, but it's actually putting it into your life and showing you in such a way that your mindset is never allowed to sit still. It doesn't get used to any one given thing. So we're taking all of the elements in various combinations and plugging them into your life in new and sometimes what seems like inventive ways, but all very customized to you, your issues, your particular struggles, your particular dreams and desires, where it is you want to go, so that it takes you into a completely different depth. And what it does is it continues to tweak and it continues to turn, and it builds strength and it builds flexibility and stamina within your mindset, which then translates into what's going on in your life. Okay, so to change your mindset, first of all, understanding what mindset is and does, which I hope that explained as quickly as we could, but then to help you understand what it takes to actually take it where you want it to go. The first step is you have to understand the progression of the elements. Okay, all the 7 elements of personal choice, understanding them individually, and then at a surface level, being able to put them together to understand how they work to change your mindset and therefore your life. The next layer, element immersion. Okay, getting in, and it's most closely associated with like muscle confusion and that sort of thing in the fitness industry, to where you're using all of them in new and different ways to really break yourself free, to really send yourself forward in a whole new way. That's it. That's what I wanted to explain, was that there are actual ways, actual sciences behind how you take control of your mindset and move yourself forward, and that they're all there together. I'm actually filling the first class of Switch 90 right now. So if you're the type of person that really needs to take it and move it in a big way in 90 days to really take your life someplace never been before, but you know you want to go, I invite you to come check it out. If it's not for you, that's so okay. Okay, but I want you to at least check it out. Ask questions if you have them. We get started here very soon, and we've got a little bit of time left to continue to fill spots. But more than anything, I'd like to get the conversation started about what it takes to actually make these moves in your life. I hope this worked out for you. I'm going back to bed, but I look forward to hearing from you, hearing your comments. Make sure to comment on the page below, please. Come back to Facebook. Let me know what you think there. But let me know what you think, and if this helped you understand mindset better and what it takes to actually change your mindset going forward. Look forward to hearing from you. It's PJ McClure, headed back to bed. Be your best.